New hand.
Well, the game is No Limit Hold'em. The stakes modest at 25 cent, 50 cents, but it is a forum invitational. Anyone who's ever posted on the PKR forums gets an invite to this very special game. And you'll see some appropriately strange play. There are some excellent players here, make no mistake. But they're playing smallish stakes for a lot of them, and so there should be some weird and wonderful lines to take. Scott Shelley, Team Pro, joins me. Welcome.
Thank you. Match up of the 7-8s here, the first hand.
Here comes the flop.
And, wow, there might not be a chop.
Indeed.
I check.
Matt checks. He's pretty
I
happy.
bet.
126 left behind for Cult of Cargo.
Yeah, I'd
Matt's
imagine
got
Matt's
just
going to utilate the check raise option here. There we go.
Utilation of the nation. Yeah, we won't look in the dictionary under utilate today.
Utilise, sorry.
No, but I like utilate, actually. It's close enough to mutilate.
Hey, listen, no need to mug me off.
Right, there's every need, every opportunity.
This is a river.
Well, the chop is so. A nice little free roll for Matt, but he does not get there.
Utilate, what does that even mean?
Well, it doesn't mean anything, but we know
I
what you
know.
mean. That's the great
But I'm trying to think where it came from.
It's Shelley, where it came from your brain. What's left of it? It came from the barren wasteland of Scott Shelley's brain. Okay, Airbag, a fairly regular competitor in Cash Game TV. Nebby gets into the action with pocket deuces. We should see plenty of 3-bet and 4-bet action in this game. Don't let me down, folks.
They might have heard you.
Yeah, he's thinking about it. He'll probably...
There you go.
Oh, oi, oi, there we go. And it's a big chunky one as well, $7.50.
The Queen 6 off, I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it certainly won't put Tiger Shark off. He's just posted the big as well.
He's got
come in.
and he's got $25. So
Snap, shove.
yeah,
Easy.
he wasn't too happy about it first
Easy
hand,
money.
but
Well, it's $17.50 more.
hands
to the
like King
6.
Queen are getting folded and it's going around to the Queen 6. Tiger Shark's in so good shape here.
Well,
I wonder if there's any queens left.
There you
Maybe
go.
I've bucked him.
Let's have
oh
the
dear,
turn
it doesn't look good. Just the
And here's
7%.
a river.
Nope.
And there we go. Easy money. The short stack strategy.
Cult of Cargo may want to tighten up a bit now, just because they've seen him free bet
They've got-
750 with Queen 6 off.
Well, he's paid his $25 for the image, which some
Oh,
might
yeah,
say
no,
is
no.
quite a cheap price.
If we find
Yeah.
some hands now, he's probably going to get a bit of action.
How much of an how much benefit do you get? Do you think from when you begin a cash game session, trying to get to showdown cheaply with a bad hand deliberately? Do you employ that yourself, or? Well, I guess it would have to be someone who doesn't regularly play, because everyone knows you. When you
Yeah.
sit down, everyone knows you're like, you know.
I mean, I don't intend
pretty
to
nitty,
do something
so-
spazzy, but usually I end up doing something spazzy anyway.
Oh, right, no, okay.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't say I go out and try and do something to make myself look like I'm doing something silly to get action.
Okay.
But it's definitely like if I'm free bet folding a lot, I'd make sure I'm folding quickly,
Right.
so they can see that I've got hands that I'm obviously folding with, just to show that I'm not just
Okay.
not going to have a monster every time I free bet,
Yeah.
which I usually do.
I raise.
Here we go.
Raise.
King 10
Here we go.
opens,
Carl
nine
Cargo's
calls.
definitely looking to be the.
It's a tiny re-raise as well. What are these folks doing? Come on. Oh, here we go. The min.
Good call.
Who's going to
Raise.
stop? I suspect this is going to go on for quite some time. This is them wondering whether we're going to televise a 19-minute hand or not.
Yeah, they're going to try and get 12 bets in pre-flop, I think.
Oh, boy.
And the nines are just like, for God's sake, can we see a flop? It's costing me 50 cents more every time to flop a nine.
Well, who's the short stack? Someone at some
Oh,
stage
God, here
is
we
not
go.
going to want to see a flop. They're going to want to get it in. $120.
Imagine he just shoves it because he's had enough. I'd
Yeah.
love it.
Well,
just
he's-
shove, please.
Good call.
Please, just shove. Please.
No, there's no way he's going to shove $120. It's 240 big blinds.
Imagine he makes like $30 now or something.
He calls.
Oh,
So he's got 120 behind. Nebby's got 75. There is no strategy to speak
That's
of.
oh,
my word.
they're going back and back.
Good call.
Okay,
We're going to have to talk about something else at some stage.
I don't know, but this is. I think they've done it just for us to be sort of sit here and
Yeah, I would imagine.
yeah,
Great.
yeah, amusing of them.
We could just sit here in silence.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
poor
yeah.
nines keep finding the cool button. That's what's making me laugh.
But at the same time, someone
Raise.
eventually is going to have to.
Oh, they've got $1 here. That was 50 cent more.
Oh, right.
Good call.
Someone eventually is going
But, like,
to have to put their foot down.
they
Because
are
they're going to lose a
literally-
pot. Someone's going to. At
don't-
least one person's just going to completely miss the flop and have to get out
Okay,
of the way.
if I'm personally in the shoes of the King 10 or the Ace Jack, I'm literally just loving life now because the nines keep finding the cool button. And I'm like, what does this guy keep calling with?
Is the King 10 suited?
Yeah,
My old eyes are
it,
failing.
it looks suited.
Good call.
Eventually, well, Nebby started with the shortest stack.
$75.
Yeah, so
Here we go. This could be
eventually,
where.
are they going to just keep doing it until Nebby's all in? At which
Maybe.
stage- Yeah, maybe.
I raise.
Great.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it is.
Raise.
And there it is. Okay, so we are. Oh, if the nines pass. Oh, boy.
Good call.
And such are the perils of getting sandwiched in one of these bizarre.
How much did they
little-
put in? Like $8?
No, it got up to 10.
10. Oh, God.
So now you're going to. But
This
the
is
thing is, at this point, with the pocket nines, you can't actually credit either of your opponents with a better hand.
Yeah, I mean, are they ever going to be min raising 50 cents?
No one's going to be
No.
risking min raising with pocket queens here.
But saying that, I think you're under the impression they're both calling.
What? So you'd rather? Yeah, but assuming that no one's got a bigger pair than you, then they might have blockers that you're unlucky in. Oh, the nines gets out of the way.
I mean, I think he's going to be happy when he sees the hands that he folded.
no, but he's
Because
getting.
he's got to dodge 4 overs.
He's getting two to. Yeah, I suppose.
He's never holding here. I mean, he's going to hold now, I've said that, but he's never holding.
Yes.
He's never holding!
Let's see the reverse.
Oh, he wouldn't have done.
No, he did.
Oh, it's
Oh, no, is that
not
spade?
flush,
Yeah, oh, no, there you go. That's all right. That's all right, I told you.
But by the turn, he would have been absolutely laughing.
Yeah, I mean, the board run out was pretty special for him.
Yeah, but on another day, they could have easily shared one of the paint.
I think when it got to the stage of them making it 50 cents more, 50 cents more, and it got to like $8, I would have pulled out the hammer with my nines.
Yes.
But once they've done that action, it's gone $40, then $70, and
do
you know
actually
you're
have
getting
to
called in
pass.
2 spots. Do you really want to go up against 4 overcards, which is like, I mean, I think you're facing 3 overcards always.
If they turn their cards over before you make that decision to just put all your chips in,
I mean, for this,
you're unlucky in that they.
I
do
might
have,
gamble, but if we're playing higher or something, I wouldn't. I'd be like, why am I going to risk that against 4 overcards?
Okay.
Can't win a race these days. Never mind against 4 overcards.
Okay, fair enough. But some people might have a slightly
But
more
yeah.
positive outlook on poker than you, though. In fact, probably
Like
everyone. Well, when it comes to the day where James 666 has a more
Oh
positive
no,
outlook, you
I'm
need to give
absolutely
up.
under it.
Give
Yeah.
up. All right, here we go. Back to normal poker, possibly, which is typically 6-way to the flop, of course. Cult of
raise.
Cargo says no, we're not going to go 6-way to the flop. Round to Matt.
They are taking the job of being our potato salads today. I believe.
Yeah, but what happens if everyone's actually? That would be great.
Cool.
If there were 10 potatoes at the table, that would be fantastic.
That would be-
Although it would just be like
I call.
it'd be like a lotto.
Can we do an action table TV cash game?
Oh, I could just imagine the slating that we'd get for that.
Imagine.
Yeah, great suggestion. Your credibility is already low.
It will be like it can be a race to have 100 buy-ins,
Oh, can I not commentate on that one, please? You do that on your own.
and they're 4-way all in, and the ace queen's winning
Yeah, but
another
there's
2.
presumably there is an optimal strategy
Oh, yeah.
even for that game.
I mean, when I play in them, a lot of the time I'm just literally shipping any
Yeah.
2. But when you get to like stack sizes where you're like a couple of buy-ins deep, then definitely, yeah. I mean, it's hard for me to fold when I'm in the big blind for a fifth of my stack in a cash game.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing.
and this is a 200 big
Let's see
blind
the result.
pot. $100 may not seem much to you or I, or most people, but 200 bigs, actually $100 is $100.
Okay, new hand.
Nice hand.
It's a monster stack in this game. Maybe with the 8-6, we've seen it before, and I suspect we'll see it again. Oh, come on.
Fold.
Resdes joins the table. This is pretty much a who's who
Fold.
of PKR's
Fold.
community right here. Opens to a tournament
Fold.
classic. Do you see that often in cash
gonna
games
call.
where if someone makes it 2.5x?
It's actually
at a
really
cash
weird
table-
that you've asked me this because I was having a discussion about it the other day.
Right.
And basically, I don't do it, but my friend does. Like he's,
Well, deliberately.
we're both predominantly tournament players, but when we
Right.
play cash, I try and play.
Let's
My
see
bet
the-
sizing's a bit bigger when his is still quite. Not, I wouldn't say as small as tournaments, but
do you think it's a flag, a bad flag
I don't know.
to your opponents that where they are good cash game players will look for people
No,
who do make
because-
2.5x and you think, oh, there's a
but
tournament
I've seen
player.
Bane do 2.5x.
Oh, right, okay.
So like,
All right.
I think I can. It's hard to determine whether it's hard for me to just say
Yeah.
one's better than the other because
Okay.
I've seen good players use both ways.
Right, okay.
But for me personally, I try and make it a bit bigger than a cash game. I mean, in a cash game,
Well,
because
in
I thought
cash
you're getting
game,
peeled more.
in cash game, it's more about value. Tournaments are more about finding the spots to not get called,
Yeah.
basically.
Call.
Here's the turn.
Call.
Well, no spot for Royals, and he checks. Still some equity there for Resdes, but with a paired board and only one card to come, and he's sandwiched, he hopes to get it for this price. Ace-Jack gets out of the way super quick. Royal says, let's go, and might be in for the win. Oh, he gets done on the end.
That would have been so sick if that held.
Yeah. Wow, the Ace-Jack will see that and would have held.
Do you think they noticed it's a TV game?
You have
Well, any game there, you would imagine.
Yeah, but
With as soon as the king comes, you can't just like auto assume. You've got the second nuts virtually. Apart from a king,
Effective.
yours is the next best hand,
Fold.
best kicker,
yeah,
second pair, best kicker. I just think,
Queens.
but yeah,
Queens
but
win.
Sorry.
but in this game,
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. It was a
Yeah.
bit of a weird snap fold.
Cult of Cargo, one of the most active players at the table.
Kind of feel sorry for them because they haven't really had a big hand, and they're dying to get some action with a big
Yeah.
hand. They can't even find one.
3-bet from Royals. Marky G. Can he peel? He's got
fold.
a big stack. He says no. Position
Fold.
not enough for him with that suited connector.
See, that's a cash game 3-bet size.
Yeah.
Whereas someone else might make it 350, which would be more tournament-esque.
Cult of Cargo. Not exactly the spot you want to be getting yourself into. Out of position to a
Raise.
sizable
I was about to
3-bet.
say I'd put a lot of money on them not folding.
Okay.
I think they're here to play.
I love the 4-bet.
Yeah, definitely prefer 4-betting
Fantastic.
to flatten.
Yeah, actually, it's a 4-bet that means you're going to get shoved on given stack
Cool.
sizes. And
They're not folding
no,
today,
he 4-bets to call,
And
which is
here's
fine.
the
At
turn
least
card.
you've got a plan.
and they've got a few outs, although the hearts.
Oh, boy.
Royals
Oh,
isn't
boy.
like that.
Well, give him the pot just for his heart.
Yeah.
Oh, and he stacks Royals. Poor old Royals. Well, he's always got a smile on his face, so
Okay,
he won't
new
mind too much.
Not sure if he did at that moment. but-
Oh, well. This is probably the friendliest cash game
Yeah.
you can find. So
Oh, yeah. I'd
harsh
agree.
words will only last a few moments, I would imagine. Machiavelli.
Ship it.
Tank passes.
I fold.
Thanks for that. Pocket
I
eights.
raise.
1.5. Okay. Nebby.
Fold.
He's only got 61, so he passes.
Resdes won't be passing this.
No, that's right. And it's a small
I
open,
raise.
so yeah, he can 3-bet. Nice.
Fold.
Wow.
Cart of Cargo gets out of the way, but I like it.
Yeah. Wasn't expecting it just from the way they're playing, but it shows that they're able to pass definitely better hands.
Call.
8 calls.
Here comes
Pretty
the flop.
standard flip, apart from now. Resdes a huge favourite.
Yeah, tricky spot. Always passing to a C-bet here with pocket eights is a losing play, presumably. You
I
you
mean-
have to call
And
and
here's the
then
turn card.
see if your opponent follows up.
Yeah, I mean, it's player dependent, and you've got to factor in that one, you're playing a full ring game, and two, it's TV
Right.
table. I mean, it's definitely a different
bet.
situation than it would be maybe on a normal 6-max table.
Okay. But if people know that you're going to be passing to an overcard
Yeah.
regularly, then you're in trouble.
Exactly.
Call.
It's
This is a
still, well, now the question comes really, is your opponent capable of like emptying the clip, basically?
Yeah, and I don't think Resdes bets an ace here because he's got showdown.
I bet.
I mean,
It's
I don't.
half pot.
Yeah, I don't think they're betting an ace here ever. So it's
Oh my
it's
God,
really
no
like what
problem.
sort of hand they've got.
Yeah, it's really tough.
I think if they've got an ace queen hand, they're probably checking Resdes. So it's either an absolute bluff or they've got you.
And these are kind of the fairly standard situations in cash games,
Yeah.
if you play a lot of them, where you do have to find a fold here
Yeah.
to be a profitable player.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't fault them for making the call just because Resdes has obviously been getting involved in the action. He's
Yeah.
been shutting down like spots where you'd expect them to have value hands, they have draws. So
Yeah, this game is a little skewed.
exactly. I mean, on a 6-max game, I feel like you're only going to be beating a bluff there, and not many people are going to be barreling off into you. Big hand here.
Yeah, Riz
I
does
raise.
pick
Oh
up a
wow!
decent pot.
Here we go. He's been waiting patiently. Free betting the king 8, the queen 6.
Well, interesting is what's going to happen behind. It's a small 3
Yeah,
bet. It's
it's-
a really small 3 bet.
Yeah.
He loves the 0.99 as well.
I probably would have made it a bit bigger just because I don't think they've made it that small before.
You don't want too many people coming in behind, really.
No.
In fact, you don't want anyone coming in behind. So
I mean, it might have been worth him flatting, just hoping someone squeezes behind to open
Yeah.
up the action again.
true. Royals
But-
has only got 19, so he could see this as a spot to jam, but it's well.
It's going to be
It's a
brilliant news
pure
for Carl
gamble.
Cargo because Resdes is definitely not going to fold to that.
Oh, he gets out of the way. It would have been a pure gamble. Markey with 8s again. Oh dear.
I call.
Where he calls. Is
Yeah.
Resdes going to reopen the
I
action?
call.
You would imagine.
I would
100%
imagine
of the time.
100% of the time now that there's like $20 out there.
Yeah, well, when the blinds came in, you
Yeah.
you have to. And wow, he makes it big as well, 25. What a life for Cult of Cargo. This is just fantastic. He's got 297, but what
See,
has Resdes got? Resdes has got...
I just flat here.
I'm gonna raise.
No.
Oh, well, that's an easy decision for
I mean,
Markey.
I think Resdes has always got it when he makes it 25 there. I mean, well, actually, saying he's always got it is probably wrong. He's not always got it, but I just feel like if you call there, you might not even know you're going to entice maybe someone else in for 25, and everyone's going to be so
Right.
shallow on the flop that it's going to go in on the flop.
Yeah.
But it's just,
Now the question is, can Resdes get away? Basically, there is a decision to be made here. He's got it. This is a $163 decision.
I think it's going in.
All
It is going in, and he is going to see the bad news.
He needs hearts or Broadway.
Here's the flop.
This is an absolute
Ten of hearts for the sweat.
monstrous pot. No sweat, and dead on the turn is
This is the river.
absolutely awful. $386. What's that? 386 times 2. That's almost
70.
800, 700 and something big blind pot.
hand.
Monstrous, absolutely monstrous. Doesn't happen every day at 25 cent, 50 cent. And well, the way this game is going,
Fold.
you can. You're very, very seldom going to see someone get
Raise.
300. It was 163.
Yeah.
It was
I think-
$180 pre-flop getting it in. What's that? 2 times that. 360 big blinds you're getting in pre-flop with ace high. You're not going to see that very often, are you?
No, well, you're never going to see that in a tournament, really,
Fold.
ever.
And you're never going to see it in a cash game,
Fold.
really, except maybe...
I mean, you're never
It's
going to see it in a
up.
cash game, but you're never going to really be that deep in a cash game, I don't think.
Right.
I mean,
But also, this is full ring. I mean, the story... But there you go. This is a TV game.
and it's
You're-
Cult of Cargo, who's obviously been showing down absolute air. the
Well,
whole
that
time.
is
So
true, that
it
is
was.
true.
It would have been criminal for them not to get action.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have felt really bad for them if they hadn't got any action.
That's
there.
right, and I'm
Okay.
looking down the results, which I hope at the
Here's
end of the
the
show to
And
tell you
here's
who
the
is the
turn
winner
card.
and who's the loser of this game.
Some outs for Royals here.
Here comes the river.
No, you almost feel like Royals deserved that one, but Cult of Cargo, 1,000 big blinds sat in front of him, which must be
Okay,
nice.
new hand.
Yeah, pretty decent effort.
Yeah. And whilst you watch the game, I'm going to try and figure out who's winning and who's losing here.
Fold.
Well, imagine Cult of Cargo's doing pretty tasty.
Yeah. And the big loser.
I fold.
I fold.
Okay. I'm ready.
Fold.
I've got him. Test 4 Echo. Been fairly quiet with the Jack 8. Session's coming to a close soon. Is there time for someone to win a big pot?
Raise.
Cult of Cargo. Just
They're going out
loves
with a
his
bang.
action.
They're not having any of
Well,
it.
Marquee flats.
Here comes the flop.
Pretty decent flop for the King 4.
I bet.
Let's have the turn card.
Snaps quickly. Oh
Pretty-
dear. Marky's just had a torrid session and it's not going to get any better, unfortunately. There's a chop there.
Yeah,
There is a
there's
small chop there.
there is a chop there.
I bet.
At which point he could maybe bluff a 7.
Call.
But no.
Let's
4 ball.
see the river.
No, that's it. And he's going, you feel he's going to continue to call. It is a 120 big blind pot. So it's not that small, really. Cult of Cargo knows, well, he knows he's ahead now. Definitely. And he bets big. That is a big bet. And Marky's got a serious decision here. Wow. The problem is Cult of Cargo's image.
Yeah.
It makes it very difficult for Marky to... But Marky's just... He's had, hand after hand, he's been outdrawn.
It's pretty sick
he's-
because there's not like many fours you free bets with.
Yeah, well, and he's but it was blind on blind, but wasn't it? I think, but Marky's he hasn't been able to get away from any of these hands. Is it the time to pass?
Find the fold.
Find the fold.
Find the fold.
Oh, he can't do it. He just can't do it, and there's a 320 big blind pot. and-
Definitely Cult of Cargo session here.
Well, yeah.
Look at
That's
that.
it. It's just great for him.
Yeah.
Well, and
No one's got much more than the starting because it's what 250 bigs deep. So that's what 125.
yeah.
Yeah. So no one's.
Fold.
Wow.
Fold.
That's
I fold.
that is unfortunate, and it's these
Raise.
middle pairs that you know
Fold.
you have to be
Fold.
able to reassess on the turn
Yeah.
and the river and get away. And sometimes you know what,
Fold.
if you get away and
I
you're
call.
wrong, I mean you're not going to find out very
Call.
often actually. But that's the problem, isn't it? We're just too
Let's
curious.
see the flop.
But you have to, as a good poker player, you have to be able to pass and just get it out of your head, right or wrong. You just have to move on.
I think
Sometimes you will be wrong. Sometimes you will pass the best hand.
I think hands like nines, tens, and jacks are always going to be the toughest to play in cash game situations. I mean, I prefer nines solely because I feel they hit sets more than tens and jacks.
Obviously,
Trust me, multiples of free.
solid advice.
Multiples of free, everyone. Threes, sixes, and nines.
Yep.
That's the
And
future.
here's the turn card.
That's an interesting turn for Nebby.
Yeah, it is indeed. And drawing dead on what still looks, even though it's draw heavy, rather an innocuous board for Jax. Jax will still figure, what am I behind to right now? Jams it in his eyeball.
This is the
And
river.
that's it. You get 100 bigs in on the turn drawing dead. You don't feel great. And,
Nah,
chalk one.
That's pretty.
Yeah, accurate.
Yeah,
statement,
accurate.
really.
New hand.
You get 100 bigs in twin dead. Do you feel good about that? No.
Oh dear.
I fold.
Lie bin.
I
First
raise.
chance to do something at this
I'm gonna
table.
call.
Opens with a suited ace. Picks up a caller.
Call.
We're going to be multi-way.
Oh,
No, we're not.
Wow.
Oh my god.
This
Is
is-
Cult of Cargo
yeah.
just going to finish just on the sickest note ever?
Raise.
999. Oh no. 666. That was
Yeah,
close.
close enough. All right, who's going to play? You'd imagine if it passes round to the pocket eights,
I think
they'll
Libin's
definitely
peeling
play.
and it's going to start a chain reaction. My personal opinion. Cool is what I expect.
Okay. I could see pass, call. Ah, you're right.
Call.
Okay, great.
Call.
At least it wasn't call, pass, call.
Yeah.
No one would think that.
I'm gonna
All right, here we
call.
go. Four-way. The kings are. He's not going to be
Here comes
fussed.
the flop.
Wow. I mean, it's a great lead for the kings, considering really.
Yeah,
eights,
I mean,
eights
it's-
are going to get out cheaply. The queen. The question is, how much has the
all
queen
in.
got behind? Not much is the answer, and this will be a modest pot.
Yeah, the kings are probably going to make a flat call and the ace dude's going to get out of the way.
Raise.
Yeah,
Here's
last
the
hand of the
turn
session. How's it going to end? Cult of Cargo ends on
And
another
here's
great
the
note. His kings hold, and he finishes the biggest winner of this session with $433. The loser, of course, is the loser is Marky G with $177 down.